This is Radio Nepal. I'm Kaushal Ghimide with the news, the headlines first. Government decides to observe Constitution Day for 3 days. Hello Sarkar service expanded to 24 hours daily to address public grievances more effectively. Supreme Court's full bench to hear writ petition filed against Kosi Province Chief Minister Uddhav Thapa. And airstrike kills 25 civilians in Sudan's capital, Khartoum. Now the news in detail. The government has decided to observe the Constitution Day for 3 days. A meeting of the Constitution Day Main Celebration Committee held at the Prime Minister's office in Singh Durbar yesterday decided to celebrate the Constitution Day for 3 days beginning on the 19th of September. Addressing the committee meeting, Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda described the Constitution Day as the moment for celebrations for all Nepali citizens. On the 20th of September, the Constitution Day special ceremony will be held at Turik Hill in Kathmandu to observe the day. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda yesterday inaugurated the operation of the Hello Sarkar, which means Hello Government, service 24 hours a day in 3 shifts. The hotline service was in operation at the Secretariat of the Federal Government in Singh Durbar for the last 12 years. The Prime Minister also carried out an inspection and monitoring of the Hello Sarkar chamber at the office of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. On the occasion, Prime Minister Dahal instructed the Hello Sarkar team to respond to public grievances seriously and address them accordingly. The Prime Minister expressed his hope that the expansion of the service would contribute to further strengthening the government-citizens relations and to make public service system more accountable to the people. The writ petition filed against Kosi Province Chief Minister Uddhav Thapa is to be heard by the full bench of the Supreme Court. A division bench of Justices Sapana Pradhan Malla and Susma Lata Mathema ordered to send the case against Chief Minister Thapa to the full bench of the Supreme Court for final hearing. Following the order, now the hearing on the writ petition against Kosi Province Chief Minister Thapa will be held beginning from today by a full bench comprising at least 3 justices. Former Kosi Province Chief Minister and CPN-UML's Kosi Province Parliamentary Party leader Hikmat Bahadur Karki had filed the writ petition against Chief Minister Thapa, claiming that he had received vote of confidence even from the senior-most member chairing the Province Assembly. In the parliamentary hearing on the case, Justice Ishwar Prasad Khatioda on the 24th of August had issued a show cause order. Minister for Agriculture and Livestock Development, Dr. Beduram Bhusal, has claimed that the lumpy skin disease was coming under control. Speaking at a press meet organized at the Agriculture Ministry in Singh Durbar yesterday, Minister Bhusal said the disease was being brought under control in the recent days. Minister Bhusal added that the government had continued its efforts to prevent and treat the infected cattle with vaccines against the lumpy skin disease. He further informed that over 1.3 million doses of vaccines were imported and nearly 1 million cattle were jabbed against lumpy skin. Agriculture Minister Bhusal said over 1.5 million livestock that suffered from the over 1.5 million livestock that suffered from the disease, nearly 1.4 million recovered. The Chinese ambassador to Nepal, Chen Song, paid a courtesy call on Minister for Health and Population, Mohan Bahadur Basnet, yesterday. According to the Health Minister's press coordinator, the meeting was held in view of Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal's upcoming visit to China. During the meeting, they exchanged views on further systematizing the Tatopani transit along the Nepal-China border and on the establishment of additional infrastructure at Bir Hospital in Bhaktapur. Chinese Ambassador Chen pledged that the Chinese assistance to Nepal would continue in the future as well. U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen has said his visit to Nepal remained productive for further consolidating political, economic and professional relations between Nepal and the United States. Senator Hollen, who arrived in Kathmandu on Friday, held meetings with government officials, representatives from the non-government offices, youths, lawmakers and the business community. During the meeting, Hollen expressed his concern over the U.S.-funded health, electricity, transport and infrastructure projects in Nepal and said he was happy over the progress. You're listening to Radio Nepal's 8 a.m. English News Bulletin. Now on to some international updates. At least 25 people, including many children, were killed in airstrikes conducted by the army in Sudan's capital, Khartoum. Most of those killed are from the Kalkla Al-Kubba area of Khartoum, according to the BBC. The BBC reported that there were heavy airstrikes in many areas of capital Khartoum on Sunday. The war between the army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Force for the control of Khartoum has been going on for the past 6 months. According to the Sudan's Ministry of Health, more than 1,100 people have died due to the war across the country, but the international media say that the actual death toll may be much higher. Now, a sports update. Nepal is facing India for the first time in its cricketing history today. Nepal and India are going at each other in the second match of their group in the ACC Asia Cup 2023. The winner of the match will make it to the group of 4. Now, the general weather forecast for the country for today, according to the Meteorological Division, the weather will be partly to generally cloudy throughout the country. Light to moderate rain is likely to occur at a few places of Kosi Province, Madhya Province, Bagmati Province and Gandaki Province, and at 1 or 2 places of the rest of the country. There are also chances of heavy rainfall with thunder and lightning at 1 or 2 places of Bagmati Province and Gandaki Province. With this, we have almost come to the end of this news bulletin. But before wrapping up, let's have a reminder of the headlines once again. Government decides to observe Constitution Day for 3 days. Hello Sarkar service expanded to 24 hours to address public grievances more effectively. Supreme Court's full bench to hear writ petition filed against Kosi Province Chief Minister Uddhav Thapa. And airstrike kills 25 civilians in Sudan's capital, Khartoum. Well, that's all the news we have for this bulletin. Our next bulletin will be at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.onlineradionepal.gov.np. Keep listening to Radio Nepal and have a good day.